Y'all ready for sports? Get your sports bra and your jock strap on. Oh! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. Brought to you by the bald-headed black man. Rub his head and make a wish. The ladies have nicknamed him Sexual Chocolate.
No one has ever named me that.
We have got sports for your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is now. The gifted, the talented. Here he is. Here's Victor Allen. It's sports time, motherfuckers. Hey, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay.
You know what? It's kind of. I know it's a little bit too extra on this, man.
It's good stuff, man.
And not one person on this show has ever cheered along with you screaming like that for the last year.
I imitate some of my ex-girlfriends.
Nobody has, man. I got one. I have one fan, and you don't count. All right, you guys.
See, one good one.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to get into the analytics of sports. I have to get into something here that I'm not going to make fun of, but since the ladies are here today, New Sports is supposed to be able to hit that tipping point where sports are related to relationships. So I want to go show you a picture real quick of a happy couple expecting.
She look kind of good.
Now, that's Jonnu Smith on the left, Florida International University. Okay?
Kind of luscious.
Oh,
that's Mary Gaspar on the right. They're expecting child. Guess what? Jonnu won't be playing no more this year, and I want to understand how severe his absence is on the football field, because they had a debate and an argument. She got mad and poured boiling water on him, and he can't play no more this year. The severity of his burns.
This little woman,
20 years old. So here's
women will jack you today, Jack.
Wait a minute.
In line between love and hate.
No, because that's messing with your money.
Their money.
He's not getting
their
paid.
child's money too.
He's a college student.
Think about it.
Somebody get paid.
No, he's not getting paid.
He's not getting paid.
College.
But like, if he can't play,
then he can't go pro, and then he can't get paid.
Right.
See, that's why he should have got a black one.
And obviously
that's
because
cool.
She did not go there. Did she go there?
Throw grits.
Oh my God!
There's a long history of black women throwing shit.
We'll throw it after we get that. That
Asian woman.
You did not go there.
Marry a Filipino.
And she's pregnant.
We are not messing with the money.
She's pregnant and is.
She threw hot water on him.
Walked into the police station.
How mad are you?
And told them I did this.
That's New Sports.
So now here's my question. I want to hit this because she's 20 years of age. So I'm just trying to figure out one thing here.
What are you trying to figure out?
What do you think her parents think?
That's what you give a mess around with those.
I knew you were. I said don't do that.
Her parents are probably like.
Think about it now.
And they're gonna blame the black man for being violent.
No, but she's obviously like.
Jeez.
She holds a certain sentiment. She's mad.
Violent white woman.
What did her parents think? What does her parents got to do with it?
Your daughter just threw boiling water on somebody.
Right, and she's pregnant, so it's like you can be crazy, but you're crazy and pregnant. Death.
Yeah, I don't know.
You crazy and pregnant?
I'd be like, I don't know what he did to you, because for you to like,
why it gotta be something he did?
I mean,
you didn't hear what I was gonna say.
They're right.
If it were like violence, then there has to be a story behind it, because for you to go and boil water, wait till he's laying down or whatever, and then throw it on him. It's not like one of those situations where you're in like actual combat.
It's not an in the moment.
It's not an in the moment thing. So I don't know what possessed her to. That's like second degree, like.
But she knew it would affect him because he can't do anything to her, obviously, because she's pregnant. So she has to. She thought about this for a little bit. Because she got to get up. Like, you know how hard it is to get up when you're pregnant.
Imagine if he did anything like even grab her.
She has to. I have never been pregnant.
They would say you being physical with a pregnant woman. He cannot win.
Now let me say this. Now let me say this.
Even grabs her.
In part. Now I'm not going to get into the subjects that may not relate with the same conditions. If it was reversed and the man did it to the woman.
Oh, he'd be dead.
What would be the
Y'all
issue?
Be wanting him
no, I'm not trying to sit back.
Okay, while she was pregnant, or he was the pregnant one, and she.
Oh no! Just,
she threw the water because she couldn't do it.
What would it mean?
When you're pregnant, and when you're pregnant, you can throw boiling hot water, but you can't go and beat up on them because she's pregnant.
She can throw it.
She had to do. She wanted to do something, right? She wanted to do something, so she went. She's like, I'm pregnant. I can't,
Looking at those Asians.
See, this is what.
Asian, Filipino. I could use a Filipino girlfriend.
No, it's not the answer.
I don't care if she hit him.
She was obviously mad
about it. They both need to get it doesn't. If he hit her, he needs to go to jail.
He did something wrong.
But
what does she need?
She needs to go to jail
with the baby. You can give birth in jail.
No, she should be in jail.
Right, she should give birth in jail.
She should be in jail.
Yeah,
I agree. If she was a black woman, she'd be in jail.
Right, she would.
Don't be an unattractive black woman. Oh. They get the worst sentence. They get sentenced like a dude. Don't be an ugly black woman and be accused of violent crime. Then look at your hair and say, look at this. Look at her hair. Guilty.
And that's so
guilty.
That is so wrong. So wrong.
It's the truth.
Wrong with our
she
country.
Should be in jail, and honestly, she needs some real mental help or something.
And she should smoke some weed, but not
she's
while
a young
pregnant.
girl.
Yes, she is.
20.
Yeah, see, this is.
And she's pregnant. I'm thinking that could be stressful.
What could you possibly be that mean?
No.
What can
she
make
may
you
have
that
a mental disorder.
She does have a mental disorder for her to even do that.
She's a young girl who's
pregnant. But they would send a black person to jail.
Now, Mario, you can scroll the picture.
They probably sent him to jail.
Because there were happier times, so to let you know that this is a couple.
Black man.
Okay, so does that picture give different weight on it? Because
is that her?
That's her.
She's still
like a little girl.
She's a little 20.
She looks like a little girl.
So now let me just say this.
Mary looks.
Can I get a sex tape?
He's scarred for life, right?
Well, I don't know how bad.
Well, see, that's the part.
What percentage?
He can't play no more this year. He's out. They say he may be out of football.
Oh, then he probably has.
So where did they burn him? Like his whole body?
Well, so I didn't get all the specifics, but we know it was severe enough.
She's a little girl.
It was multiple areas got burned. Boiling.
I don't know the story behind this. That's why I'm wondering what drew her to this conclusion.
See why y'all want to blame? See, you still looking for the brother to be a
there has to be something.
I'm sensitized.
You don't wake up in the morning
and say,
I'm mad, I'm about to go throw.
I didn't say he brought her to that conclusion. I said what brought her to this conclusion.
All I can say, just watch it though. Tread lightly, because there's a brother that was sued for paternity, and I'm the only one I know who ever won a paternity suit. The first thing everybody always asks me, they go like, What did you do to her, man?
I think that's unfair because it
always
doesn't have to always be the man's fault.
I'm not saying it's always the man's fault.
What did you do to her, man?
You should ask the questions all
around
the board.
Yeah,
all around the board.
Okay.
You need to find out what's going on.
A little scarred.
I understand. I understand.
You know, I did win the case. I was sued.
But you still have to go to battle.
Wasn't my baby.
That's
$5,000 to win. Okay.
There was something there that we don't know. But.
Yeah, if you had to ask questions, any other questions?
Is there a sex tape?
My whole point is this.
Can I get the tape?
Aren't we interested in this argument? Was not the first argument,
and that's what I'm saying. What's going on here?
Right. See, we don't have the backstory. So all you have is the picture and the media reporting.
And we don't have a tape.
It takes a long time to boil hot water.
Yeah.
Approximately 10 to 12 minutes.
For that amount of water?
10 to 12
minutes. It took her a long time. She had time to think about it. She had time to renege if she wanted to.
Oh, yeah, but look at her.
Right.
Cray.
So something happened there. It's fine. Couples go through things.
But I feel like
there is no tape.
But that was extreme.
Yeah.
But black women do throw hot shit. We've seen it.
We don't just throw hot shit. We
got
a long...
There's something there.
We have a long...
She threw hot grits.
When?
It was a famous, that would happen.
That was a movie.
Hot grits. No, she did.
That wasn't a true story.
It's a true story.
It was derived from a true story.
I'm blocking on my brother. I was born by the river.
Yeah.
The little tent.
The name is here.
I'm
high.
Are you
talking about Sam Cooke?
Yes, thank you. God damn, Gina just corrected us. Gia corrected us on Sam Cooke.
Yeah, very good, man.
Girl, wait, what the fuck class?
Okay. Okay.
You knew that. Damn. I like the shirt.
hands we trust.
Hey, look.
Okay, Vic.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that
what are you
they're
saying?
too young.
Yeah, what are you saying?
No, they're too.
What are you?
No,
all I'm
saying. No, this is all I want to say is that the point of this is that they're too young. It's too young to get into this, and I actually am playing the role of.
It's always too young.
When we're looking at it related to just an age, and I said, imagine that one day that's your sister, or that's your cousin, or you're the parent, and she says, "This is what I just did." And she's 5 months pregnant. Do you have the same opinion? Do you feel that you want to wrap
I'd be like, what the hell?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the.
I just burn somebody.
I don't care if you're my sister. You obviously did something wrong.
Yeah, like somebody says,
you know it hurts. Like
even if she said he's been beating me, I'd be like,
but you didn't tell anyone.
This is not the way to handle this situation.
Right. Your friend just whispers, I got a couple people buried out back.
Let me.
Hope you won't tell anybody.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I talk about that. But
don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah. Here's an extra question out of this one.
I would not tell.
What's the chances that he will press charges?
Oh, I don't think he had. Nothing.
See, he has his hands tied.
Hey, in today's new world, Vic, is that in California? Did it happen?
No.
I don't know, but here you have no choice. You're not given the option of pressing charges. They press charges for you. If you're in the emergency room, I watched them. This poor woman had been getting beat by her husband repeatedly. One night she fought back. They had to take both of them to jail. Mandatory. Both of them. Yeah. Any sign of physical injury, we both go to jail.
Depending on how badly he was injured?
Doesn't make any difference. Any sign of injury, in L.A., you're going to jail. You can just count it. I felt bad for the woman. She was crying. Husband was asshole. They both went to jail.
You know what? That is true, and it's very sad because you have a record over defending yourself, and that's why for women we really need to teach our girls at a young age to discern what type of relationships we need to be in with men and women.
I agree.
Gia, I can't tell you. I have personally been involved with 2 or 3 situations where little women have attacked men. I was in the back seat of the car with my buddy.
Boys too need to learn.
We were driving down the street on Hollywood on a Saturday night. There was girls in the street. My buddy was looking out the window. We all were looking out the window. His woman, I'm in the back seat. She slapped him. Right in front of us.
Why is that ever okay?
And I'm like looking at him. Okay. I might have to pull over and kick your ass.
She shouldn't think that's okay. Like, why would you raise your hand to a person?
I'm like,
regardless,
she just slapped. I mean, she like what? Right in front of him. Just no way you looking at.
She meant that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
maybe he had a history, but I go, you can't slap his ass at home alone.
But
why you gotta put me in this shit?
Maybe she got to the point where he was just getting too out of pocket.
But I'm just saying, nobody should do that to anybody. That's what I'm saying. I had another buddy. His woman tried to run him over in the street, and when he died, it was all jacked up. She called the police and had the police come take him away.
Okay, so check it out.
Okay, remember Vic? We had.
So guys.
Okay, I'm just telling you, we've seen it.
If I had a son, oh my gosh, I would have to put him up on all the game because I feel like women we know, yeah, and I feel like I'd have to really sit him down. And I'd have to probably be, because I'm sure if I had boys, that would be really
You probably would go out there and kick some woman's ass and you'd be in jail.
I would tell him before he gets into some mess with some chicks, I would be like, call me. Call, your cousin. Call somebody that's a woman.
They're going to come out and kick her ass.
The first time you get into some domestic mess, that never ends. It's just never ending. It's terrible. And so you have to teach your kids at a young age. I remember I barely got a talk about boys when I was younger. So I didn't know anything.
But you know now, right? You know.
I had to learn the hard way.
I bet you that's what they call that. The hard way.
I had to learn the hard way how to deal with men. I thought men were just as nice as my brothers and my cousins.
Oh,
so I had to learn the hard way.
That's what we call it. I told you, yes.
No.
So we can't let our children learn the hard way.
No, not so.
Because the hard way might be too hard and it will
get fissures. You get fissures.
Not to say the hard way is not good for other people because people have been very successful from learning things from doing them the hard way. I'll say that, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah, don't make. How about this?
No, I don't think if you don't have to learn the hard way, because when it comes to this, when it comes to violence has no boundaries.
Well,
and it could lead to diseases.
Yeah.
Someone could give you a
That's
disease.
true.
Someone could kill you. Someone could injure you. Those are the type of things. No, my kids are not learning the hard way on any of that if they don't have to. Learning the hard way, like flunking a class in school, that's fine.
It's up to them, though. They have some rank in that.
Everyone has it, obviously. But I'm saying, we don't have those talks. I don't know about your parents, but my parents were like, boys are bad. That's it.
My mother said,
boys are bad.
Be a gentleman. Don't paw the young lady.
I didn't have that talk. I didn't have that talk.
So you didn't
be a
have
gentleman.
The boys, the birds and the bees, nothing.
My mother didn't want to have talks about sex.
And I didn't. Yeah. And I
my
didn't
father
have
did,
sex really early, and I didn't have that talk because my parents never had to. It was just like, what's
you kind of. How early we talking?
I was 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So I know I have friends that lost their virginity when they were 13, 14.
I think I'd have to look that up.
Really
I used to know the average. There's a published average.
I think
it's
16.
I thought it was 16.
Like
I thought it was 16.
Is it 16?
Yeah,
okay.
I think you. Yeah, you.
I read a lot. I'm a nerd. You know this.
Gee,
right,
so
back to
I have my book
is
right
quoting
here.
data and shit over here.
I was going to read a quote from this for the politic part, but it's
you could have.
I know, I just...
Next time. I got a feeling you might come back.
So the birds and the bees and the boys.
Yeah, I didn't... My mom was like, boys, this is what they want. Boom, boom, boom. That was the
one off of there.
Like,
it's still one of my favorites. You kind of...
That's all she said.
That's terrible.
I didn't... And she was
Left
like,
right
don't get
list,
pregnant. Huh? And I was like...
That's my buddy.
Okay.
And that's always so interesting, the lessons that we teach our children.
It
always starts with
good.
a don't. And that I don't really agree with that.
And that's why you can't wait. You can't wait. Your mother and father, don't you do that? You can't wait to do it.
Right.
Can't wait. Okay, Mom.
We're teaching our children using negative. So it's like, don't do this. Don't
positively reinforce
right. That's
they don't want to admit that shit like a blowjob is good. No one wants to admit that.
That's what my parents did.
They don't want to admit that.
Said, let us know if someone's touching you. And then that was it, because that taught me everything else.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Let me ask you. Let me ask this real quick. How often are we going under extreme condition to go to our parents first at a younger age?
That's another point.
Typically, we do that post-reaction. I said, so Mario, if I sit there and say, take one of the times where you say, this is the best time I could be with this woman, but all the caution signs are telling you, you better check yourself. You go back and talk to Pops.
I never talked to my parents.
I did in college. I did in college, not in high school.
See,
I did in college when I was older, when things were more at risk. It would come up. When the first time my parents thought I was in a serious relationship, all of a sudden they want to talk about all this shit. Like all this other time, nobody says nothing. All of a sudden, they just, well, how is she?
I was just going to say that parents know when to bring people up.
Yeah, like, why do you...
They know if you're serious about somebody.
Well, I'm just wondering how you're doing with a... Why you want to know now?
Okay.
Well, you know, just wondering.
They're getting signs from you because parents know when their kids are serious.
Yeah,
you should not wait until college to talk to your kids about their, relationships, be it friends, be it people they're dating. I am not going to be like totally on my children, but I want to keep the conversation really open from a young age about their relationships, period. Because I remember just doing it all on my own, just figuring out, and I feel like I could have totally not figured everything out on my own. I feel
my father bought me a ton of books, wanted to sit down and discuss masturbation, ejaculation. He brought out the models of the shit. My father was a gynecologist. He had the model of the vagina. In fact, I took that model and shared it with most of my friends. He mostly horrified us. Mostly. Besides confusing the hell out of us. Your pussy some scary shit when you're that young. Just saying, it's like this. We were like, we just didn't get it. We couldn't understand it.
What is that?
So I had the exact opposite. My mother found some pictures that I had taken to Playboy magazine and traced around the breast, and you could lift it up and it said, "Kiss me." And my mother found us. She said, "These pictures are disgusting. I'm calling your father." My father came over and he took me. He says, "You got to find a better place to hide your pictures."
I like his response.
Mothers don't know we all draw pictures. We draw tits. We draw ass. That's what we do. So she's freaking out over the pictures. I want to know, are you masturbating? Like, then proceeded to give me one of the father and son. Do dinner. Eating. Still talking. Just won't let it go.
Oh, God.
Just won't let it go. You know.
I like his response.
So, no, I had the exact opposite. And as my father being a doctor, and I go into his office and bringing home magazines called Human Sexuality and models, and that's why I'm as warped as I am today.
See, I think my okay.
Do you think your parents forced those things on you? Like, look.
No, you know, I had the mother who wouldn't say fuck.
Okay.
See, that's my mom.
My mom would not say any sexual reference words.
Like, you know, she was just
heifer. She might say
heifer. Pure or something, and she just did not prepare us for the world.
My mother was not going to talk about having. My mother's only thing she ever said was, "Be a gentleman. Don't paw the young lady."
No. Think about it. Think about this. When you go from high school into college, and I'm going to go to the next subject, aren't you feeling like your maturity level has stepped up because you're being opened up?
When you say what you're saying, translate that. You feel like you're ready for the real pussy.
You feel
like that's what you're really saying.
And wait a minute.
Real woman.
The other part of this is that you're typically, even if you're traveling within state, you're traveling beyond your community, your friends, your neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And neighborhood relationships, high school relationships, they tend to, the translation to that other place where now you're getting more attention.
Yes.
Your adrenaline flowing. Women are going like this.
I'm legal.
Women. Men are hoping they're legal. The books are there. Cost is there.
Yes.
And you get into positions that you've never experienced before. From a lot of
people. The night.
Are you talking about your own experience?
Staying out all night, sleeping over somebody's place.
You are telling on
First time you slept over.
No, I am actually sharing myself along with how it affected me. And there are times where I crossed my fingers and said, I was so lucky. And there's some times where I said, I messed up. I fucked up. Did I go back to parents? Did I go? No, I did not. I didn't. I'm talking about extreme.
I was at Howard.
I went to talk about parents all day.
I was chasing them girls full time.
Not ever, but my parents know very little about my
personal
life.
Because you're a freak, Gia. They can't know all that shit. God,
I'm so glad we all had different upbringings.
There you go.
I'm so glad we all had different upbringings.
All right, you guys. Hey, number one is I do hope that Jonnu Smith recovers. I'm not trying to make light of it. I hope Mary Gaspar finds some support, some kind of way, because this, just because you do it one time doesn't mean it's over. But I'm gonna go into another subject that's a little bit different, because now we're getting into football. Because if you follow it, then I don't have to tell you all the details. But last week, Richard Sherman, Seattle Seahawks, you know how he is. He's coming in. He's about to hit the kicker. He's about to try to kick a field goal, and he hits him. Although the play was somewhat presumably dead, and he hit him good. He hit him hard. And that's Dan Carpenter on the right. Kayla is Dan's husband. And she says farm girls don't play this shit.
He has a husband that looks like a woman?
No, stop, dude. Stop.
That's his wife.
Already, I just think that she's irrelevant and should just not say anything.
Now watch this. I'm glad you at least get your input. What she tweeted is what stirred the controversy. Mario, move down to the next area here, and you can read what she said.
I know what we do on the farm when a male can't control his own rage.
Move that picture up.
She's trying to bring out a really shrink.
That's called snip and clip. That's how she came after Richard Sherman.
Why?
Says this is what.
Why they always got to talk about a black man's penis?
No, hold on. Let me give you some more on this.
Exactly, like that.
They always got to bring our penis into the
Would she do this if this were a white man?
Yeah, we be talking about cutting his penis off.
She's saying this is what we do, and she came back afterwards and said it was a poor attempt at humor after the rage of Twitter followers came in. So here's the thing.
I'll give her a pass.
So wait a minute. This is what I'm trying to say. Wait a minute.
Just defending her man.
I don't care. There's stuff that says something about her. Why would you put that out?
Don't cheat on her. Just don't cheat on her.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say about her. First of all, she should just not even be saying anything. Period about it. That's like me going to my dude's job, in talking to some coworker that he has a problem with. That's been. That's not even your place. She should have just not even said anything in the first place. If you just shut up. And it's football. Like you really should just. You're drawing. Yeah, sit down. Have like 10 seats.
Just take a seat.
This is a great argument for marijuana.
Wait a minute.
You don't smoke marijuana and go out and kick people's ass.
Wait a minute.
You don't smoke and then go fight people. You don't like smoke. Well, let me think about it again.
Yeah, let me think about it first.
I'll chill.
Now, wait a minute. Let me ask you, watch this. Let me ask this. I love this part. Are you women ride or die for your man?
Yes.
I just feel like
no.
Okay.
I can
take this one.
I might ride with you till I almost die, but I ain't dying. Like you don't have to do way more than that. Like,
no, because it's like I'm ride or die, but like actually, why we gotta die? Why I can't just ride? Like,
I know, right?
Like I'm with it, but like let me have the option to.
I'm with
let me know.
But don't be stupid.
I mean, because I would if I love you enough, and if you have shown me enough loyalty,
first of all, I'm not married, so riding or dying. Right. I decided
ride or die for your husband.
After my last relationship, there is no more ride or dying until we are married and official, and maybe have some babies together. Then I might ride and die with you.
I will remind you of your previously shown picture, okay? So Gia don't sound like that.
Ride or die, but actually, like, why do we have to die? Like, why is that?
No, I'm totally not down for the whole. Like, you have to marry me and put a couple babies in me.
Oh, not for boyfriend.
Gia, that is such a contradiction.
This is not.
I can't even imagine. Listen, you hearing her.
This is not for boyfriends.
Talk about having babies.
I hear it.
This is not a talk for boyfriends. No, like certain conversations is not a boyfriend
talk. Ooh, look at Tierra said this is not a talk for boyfriends.
I got you. High five.
This is the talk for your man.
Right. You are my husband. You are Mr. Taylor. Okay, basically.
Exactly.
You're Mr. Taylor. Mm-hmm. Then we can talk about me being ride or die. But actually,
wait, let me clear this up too. This is Dan Carpenter. That's his wife.
Okay.
Let me show you. Ride or die.
She said that.
But still, it's out of line. The comment was out of line.
That was out of line.
Regardless,
that's not riding or dying. That's still you're out of your place.
Look, she's dressed in camouflage shit. Coming to kick your ass over her man.
You're dehumanizing someone.
We gotta get. You know what?
That's right.
The man.
I haven't dated a white woman in a long time.
That's.
I need to go. I need to rediscover. We were bridging the gap. We're bridging the gap.
See, no gap bridge needed.
Wait a minute. Let me say something.
Bridging the gap. We were making crossroads for humanity.
Let me say this. Kickers on football, and I'm keeping this in sports because I knew this was going to go in the other direction.
White woman.
But kickers in sports, and this is not my sentiment, they're not considered the ones that bring it. They actually say, hey, these guys get to kick the ball and walk off the field. So is Kayla look like the one that should be on the field because she's stepping up? Dan didn't say anything. Dan didn't say anything. Right. So the part I'm laughing at is more Dan. I'm not worried about Kayla did what she did, and Richard already responded and said, look.
My thing is, Kayla made her man look like a pussy by stepping in there.
I'm glad I didn't say that.
And then she also stepped out of her place, even addressing Richard Sherman the way she did. She was just all the way wrong in all different
It's like, as a
aspects.
woman, there are certain things that you don't have to do.
Yes.
There are certain actions that we literally don't have to take. Yeah. But she took one of those
all
options.
The way there to she might as well have a penis now.
Right. It's like you're a woman. Like you're already in a different
and
league
being like the
woman.
topper in that relationship right there.
Strap on, right? The whole,
For those of you who are just joining us late, Mario, scroll the picture again so you could see. This is look. I know the subject's going to get around to this is the black thing. It has that big.
Well, they already talk about our penis,
right? It already has that significance. But what I was getting at because I'm still keeping it at sports and let everybody else do the politics of it and everything else.
This is sports at the end.
At the end of the day, I know we all talk freely amongst familiars, and we say things that are not necessarily politically correct. We're on a politically alternative correct show today, so it's a little bit different. But what I'm thinking at the end of the day, the kicker comes back into the locker room. all of his fellas, all his boys giving them props, saying, man, she put it down, she put it out there for you? Or are they distancing themselves from him because she did that RAF? And just so you know, her Twitter account, I think I went to look at a couple of accounts, were closed. So you know when you get on that side of the wrong and they got to pull your account, you know the side is already decided. So he goes back in the locker room. How is he being treated now?
They're probably like
laughing.
He can't go back. He's covered with burns. He's burnt up.
No, not him. We're talking about
Richard Sherman.
We're talking about Dan Carpenter.
Oh, yeah. No, they just scared of his woman.
Dan Carpenter. They probably are looking at him a certain type of way because they're like, yo, girl's hella hyphy. Like, nobody, I think, well, I'm not even a guy, so this may be totally incorrect, and maybe some people from, can chime in, but I feel like I've had a lot of, like, guy friends, and, like, they don't want to be demasculized to where their woman is, like, the hyphy one in the situation. They want to feel like they have a really nice woman that knows how to handle stuff when things need to be handled, but can step
looking
away.
better too all the time. But on the same side.
That's just not. You don't say that about anybody.
Right. You don't.
She had to go
find
like you
had
to
online.
You had to Google that. Like you had to Google that picture and add it as an attachment. You know how much time that is to think about like these hashtags.
Saying he's an animal because he hits him. First of all, this is football. And yeah, he may have hit him after the fact, but who cares? It's football. And, like, I don't know. That was, like, really out of line.
Who runs that household? Taylor or Dan? Let's go to the
I think Taylor runs it because she's very bold and they
women choose the car 80% of the time in a marriage situation.
Hey, look, just saying. All right. Going to take it over to the sports that you want to talk about. Doesn't matter, even though I'm going to go football. But if you want to chime in with anything else, Cowboys. I picked two games. Which game was the best game? Cowboys versus Steelers, Seahawks versus New England.
I like that Cowboys game for sure.
Because your Cowboys your team.
That was a great game.
Raiders are my team.
See, that makes sense.
There we go.
Finally.
I got it.
Finally, that's a consistency, I feel.
Wait a minute.
Fooling me all afternoon.
You can never figure me out.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
She's an enigma.
I like that. All right. Tia Nicole.
I didn't quite catch that.
You could just pick
Please
a
try
city
again.
that if you had to roll in between Pittsburgh, between Dallas, Seattle, or Boston.
Ooh.
First choice where you had to roll in. If you had to go reside and say, this is the team, based on the city I adopt out of those four cities, which one?
Seattle, Dallas,
Boston,
and
Pittsburgh.
Do you need help?
I do need help because
Seattle.
I know.
Dallas.
Base it on that.
I'm
base it on that.
If you like the Heat,
I
Dallas,
know. I'm
like
trying to figure out where
Base
they
it on
even
that.
start. I would have to say Seattle. I think I'm not really.
First,
I don't even know
choice.
where this is coming from. Honestly, like I don't.
Because you picked
I
the right one.
have-
Just hold that hat.
Oh.
That's mine. Just so you ride it up.
Okay.
You got a Seattle hat.
Seattle.
Victor got props and shit on his
I
side.
helped.
She did help.
Wait a minute.
He got props.
I got you.
I just have visual aids.
I got you.
We got props.
I'm going to give me some props.
Gia.
I mean, I like the colors. Honestly, I am not invested in sports. And those cities, they just don't even really matter.
So you can support your friend.
Okay, this is me. I am, on Sunday for football games, my position is moral support. I'll bring the snacks. I'll sit there and make you feel like you got somebody there, but I don't really care.
That's good enough for me. Anybody said
I
that?
don't really care.
There's only one or two more things you can throw in there.
I'll bring the snacks, okay?
That's
that's where I am.
But that's like 8.5 right already, right?
That's
great.
That's great. To see what she said. You know what she said? She said, "I can contribute."
I'm there for moral support. I don't really, you know.
That's a good woman.
Sports are not my thing.
See, I'm the one yelling at the screen, being like, pass the nachos!
and we can both be in the same room. We can be in the same room watching the same
with different men, too.
And with different men.
Oh,
with
wow.
different men.
Wow.
And they can be friends. And she'll, you know, do her thing.
But you
and
probably
I'll
have
play
a man
my
who
part.
we can leave early, baby.
I like to play my part.
There you go.
I like to play my part.
See, his man is like not moving. He know he's stuck.
Right.
Damn
Both
game.
of them glued to the screen. That's okay. Somebody got to do it.
Gia?
And somebody has to bring the snacks, too.
Favorite city? Seattle, Pittsburgh, Dallas. Think about it now.
That's really hard.
Or Boston. If you had to pick a city and you said, look, I got to go. This team nudges me towards this city.
See, it's really hard because Marshawn is from Oakland, and I spent some time in Oakland. Although he's not on the team anymore, I still, like the team. But Dallas, see, I used to be a really big Emmitt Smith fan.
No, but let's not revisit your sexual conquest.
I was like 8.
Oh my God! Just throw her under the bus. 8 years old.
Always.
He had something about him, like the way he played, just made me feel like I was almost a Dallas Cowboy fan. But I feel like
that's a visual for my ass.
Overall, I would have to say Dallas.
There we go. Okay, Mario.
I don't like Boston.
Boston, we already know.
Y'all know I found it to be way too racial a city for me. Seattle is a wonderful city. Weird people. Beautiful. We're different. They're different.
The people there.
Yeah, they're different, and it's kind of blue collar but cool kind of. So I like Seattle. I went up there, and I like Seattle. It's a cool place. Pittsburgh. Cooler than you would ever imagine, except the weather sucks, kind of. But it's cooler than you would ever imagine.
Place to be
well, they voted one of the most livable cities because they got all these developments and all this. Livable, yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah,
Well, Dallas, because Dallas is regularly voted one of the best, most livable. I don't know. I've been there. Seems I can't deal with their politics, but I can tell you, Dallas.
It's good for black people too. There, supposedly.
Well, it looks glossy, everybody. It's very glossy and sophisticated. Yeah. Dallas is the height of the sophisticated South, almost. Okay?
Well, you got to look at, too, what industries are growing there.
Right.
What warehouses are there,
And I don't know what exactly they are besides oil.
Not warehouses, but the jobs. Like
but they do. Their job market is good.
They've always consistently had a really good job market.
They do.
They're always in Forbes magazine is like one of the top 20 places to be. It's a solid.
But when I go there, it's just still the politics. I feel it, but it's glossy and to me, like uptight, preppy South. Does that make sense?
Very true.
That's what it reminds me of.
I love humidity, and that's why I picked them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's too hot.
Yeah. Okay.
I love humidity.
Okay. All right. Hey, you guys. Transitioning out. I'm not going to cover the sports as far as the college football playoff rankings. It's been. The shakeup has happened. It takes too long to go through it. I want to transition out so I can get you guys to hot picks. But the ladies did exactly what I thought they would do, sit back and represent well. And that's New Sports, a little twist with the relationships, controversy, and even more. Thank you so much. I got to take care of Gia because she said, don't do the hat if I can't get a hat.
Oh, that hurt. I
know Gia.
Gia Ford.
You know what? I thought you was going to pick a different city. I'm not going to lie to you.
Ladies are shocking us today, y'all. Ladies are shocking us.
I thought you was going to pick something else. I did.
These ladies are shocking us.
I thought you were probably going to go, I don't like any of those things. I thought you was going to go, oh no, I don't bandwagon. My team and not you said Oakland, but you still support it.
I am a Raiders fan for sure, but I do like.
You are basing your choices on some